Welcome back to our ongoing coverage of the 10th National Eucharistic Congress. We're preparing in a few minutes now. They'll take the stage for the morning impact session, which will bring you in full. But joining us now is Catholic sculptor Tim Schmalz. Tim, a joy to have you here. Thank you for your work in the church and for your gifts. You are working on this beautiful sculpture here, a Blessed Carlo Acutis. Tell us about that.
I wanted to do live sculpture at this amazing event. Basically, because it's so symbolic, we have a coming up a new saint, and I thought this is all about the revival, and I thought, wouldn't it be amazing to create a fresh new sculpture of Blessed Carlo? And so my time is limited. I only have 3 days, so I thought I would just spend this time meditating and studying his face, creating a beautiful portrait of him. And it's just been an amazing experience, a very prayerful experience, studying his face, studying that innocence, studying his eyes.
So what are you hearing from the people who are in the exhibition hall? They're watching you sculpt. What are you hearing from them?
I'm hearing an absolute love for Blessed Carlo, and everyone seems to already know him, everyone already seems to love him. And so to put little pieces of clay together and form up this portrait of him is absolutely beautiful. It gives me time to think about this new saint. And what I really do feel is that this is the Catholic Church. This is what's beautiful. There's always this rejuvenation with new saints. A lot of the saints that I've created have beards, are 1,000 years old. And here I am sculpting someone that looks so much like all the young people that are surrounding the sculpture here at the Eucharistic Congress. So it's really great. One of the thoughts I had, his curly hair, his young face, I thought this is like Michelangelo's David in a sense, this young person. And I thought, well, in a sense he is a David, and the Goliath is what he's fighting, the evil in our culture with the Holy Eucharist. So I'm actually working this as a study for a larger piece that I'm doing for Las Vegas. They're actually commissioned me to do a huge sculpture of Blessed Carlo. So to have this time to study his face and really become prayerful about it is just beautiful. And with this environment, how symbolic is that?
Yeah, it's amazing. As somebody who has basically no artistic ability whatsoever, I marvel at what the Lord is able to do through you and through your hands. What is the process like as you kind of walk with the Spirit in your sculptures? Because clearly you're using the Lord is using you to animate something for guys like me. I'm curious what that process looks like.
Well, I like to quote St. Francis, being an instrument of God's will or God's peace. And oftentimes with my sculpture over the years, I felt if I can stop being head heavy and just be faithful and just open up and just let my hands be tools or instruments, some beautiful things happen. And that's what happened with my homeless Jesus. I was just open to the inspiration that came to me, especially sometimes as a sculptor, things just fall on your lap and then you just have to go with it.
And Tim, any moment now the morning impact session will begin, but before that, there's also a beautiful crucifix that is outside here. Tell us about this crucifix sculpture.
I can't.
The crucifix you made for this Congress that's outside, that's been kind of a central point for people as the pilgrims have been walking by. There's this big, beautiful crucifix. Tell us about that.
That's amazing. I first found out that I was part of the Eucharistic Congress in December at Christmas. So you're looking at my Christmas. I stopped everything and I started working on it. The piece just arrived 1 week ago. And what I wanted to do was show the awesome transubstantiation in forms coming down, Christ on top of the world. And then actually you see the paten and the chalice right there where Indianapolis is.
Beautiful. We are so grateful for you being here. And now we take you to the morning impact session.